I want to throw my head into the ring about this representation in Hollywood. Okay, I want to throw my head in the ring regarding the Little Mermaid situation. You know, with Haley Bailey. Yeah, Haley Bailey is she's the Little Mermaid in the live action. Obviously, she's black. She's not a she's not a redhead like the cartoon. Okay, she's not a redhead. You know, fun fact and shit. I have an associate, a former associate that actually worked on that. Okay, actually worked on that. Maybe I'm wrong. Well, he worked for the company. Okay, this is a shit show over there back in the day in the fucking '90s. All right, so I want to throw my head into the Haley Bailey, Little Mermaid bullshit, and also some related topics as well. And the reason I want to do this is because, like, I want to tell my audience that I feel like I kind of avoided some shit. I didn't want to go there because, like, I don't want to bump heads with the new black media and shit. I already said how I feel about certain members of that shit, and now I gotta go clear the board and shit here. Okay, currently only one of them was good enough to respond to me when I was pissed about something they did, and I pointed it out in a well thought out and well crafted, commentary and shit that had receipts. Okay, and the person responded back. I'm not going to say her name, but the person is not Lisa. The person responded back and said I was the real one and shit. That was as good as I was going to get his apology as a sister. Okay, I'll take that shit. That's worth more than anything in the world. That's like a hope diamond and shit, coming from a black woman and shit, okay? Especially over here in the colonies, particularly in the slave quarters that make up the United States of America. 3Ks and said, okay? Now, in the past, I avoided talking about this shit and how I felt about somebody's opinion about it, but I'm fucking tired of it, okay? Haley Bailey playing the fucking Ariel in the Little Mermaid movie is just a bunch of bullshit. Okay, it's a bunch of bullshit. It's tokenized. It's a token replacement. Okay, it's like somebody wearing some shoes and running the fuck out of them shoes and then handing it to you and shit. There's tons, and I do mean tons of like black written, black stories out there, black fairy tales. I used to read them when I was a kid. There's African fairy tales that involve princesses and shit. And then you see when Disney makes a fucking movie, they don't even make the black princess a real princess. She's just some chick that, a boss chick and shit, okay? I forgot that. I think her name's Tiana and shit. They made a bullshit movie, okay? The company is what it is, okay? Disney is what it is. But this Haley Bailey bullshit and all these videos of people, tearing up and shit, it just got me shaking my fucking head. And I want to say it's total bullshit. Okay? It's token bullshit, okay? Alright, the extreme left and the extreme right fuck with each other all the time and shit. No matter what, they come together like Voltron to fuck with black people and keep us down and fuck with us psychologically and all other kind of ways and shit. Any way they can get. They need that attention. They're thirsty. They're thirsty for the soul and shit, okay? But this I want to talk about the left side. I don't know what the fuck is going on, okay? In society today, we live in an Orwellian society where they have all this shit. They're trying to just criminalize like free thought, free speech and shit. Okay, this has nothing to do with, some of these other content creators that be railing on this shit. And, I can't throw my hat in there. I'm a lone wolf, all right? I can't get down with people that quote, Chris Rudolpho and shit of all people and shit and, other crap too and talk about conservative, just, playing around the edges, I'm like, hey, just jump all in, okay? We're adults here, okay? So that being said, I actually was tiptoeing around the shit because like a couple of weeks ago, or maybe a month or so ago, like I was listening to a video by Professor Black Truth, and he was talking about the black female that played the Star Wars show, the Obi-Wan show, and he was just talking some shit, about like, oh, they don't like it when a black woman plays and the white people get mad, and not, that's just paraphrasing the shit. I'm just soaking it down to his basic, what he was saying and shit. Okay, I want to tell him the show sucked. The actress sucked. Okay, she was shit. And then they do this thing. I want to tell you about the fucking left. Okay, they are as racist as anyone. And they use black people, specifically black women, as human shields and flick shit like monkeys. Okay, and you guys are just dupes falling for it. It seems like he's intelligent and shit, but like he's falling for that shit. Did you even watch the goddamn show? He didn't watch the fucking show. The show sucked. She was not presented in any kind of cinematic way and shit, okay? And you will flick shit on me. I know that, you know, Professor Black Truth will flick shit on me if he heard this. But I'm telling you, like, I grew up and, you know, I want to put myself out there shit, but I went to school for this shit. I studied this shit. I lived on the West Coast for almost 3 decades for this shit. Okay? I know when I'm looking at a fucking film. I know when I'm looking at it. That's why I called out that other motherfucker who did this American Maroon shit, because it looked like a student film. Alright? You got him, you got, you know, Taria Rain and shit, you know, talking this shit about, you know, it's because she's black. Well, yeah, it's because, duh. Yeah, it's because she's black. Okay? There's a ton of shit. If it was actually about any real representation, there are tons, and I do mean tons, of black princesses out there that you could adapt for film. You don't have to put a hand-me-down character on this woman. Okay, if I was her, I wouldn't take that role. I would want an original role, but she ain't thinking about that. She's stacking her cheddar. She has the same mindset as most sisters in our community and shit. They don't give a fuck as long as they get their chips stacked and shit. Okay, to their own detriment sometimes. This isn't a good representation for our people. A hand-me-down. You know, if I give you one of my busted up ass shoes, you know, if I go get some fucked up, you know, shoes I used to wear or something, like some old shoes that all ate up with the front open, and then I say, here, you can wear it. Do you want to wear those fucking shoes? Alright? I'm getting tired of them. You guys need to stay in your fucking lane when it comes to the geek stuff. I am the Geek Underground. Okay? I named my channel that for a reason. Okay? I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of sliding sideways into shit, okay? But I can't avoid it anymore. Okay? Yes, because she's black. A shitload of white people don't want to see a character that was formerly white, that's white in the literature and shit, a fucking redhead in the first representation of it. All the books, you don't see no black chick sitting there, okay? And give a hand-me-down character. And I think all the people that's, like all the little TikToks I saw, people looking at the fucking, oh girl, the trailer and shit, and they're showing their kids, look, you be happy. They're telling their kids that shit, like, oh, you should be happy. Look, the white people gave us a hand-me-down character. They took a big, this like them taking a white bitch and then putting a fucking paintbrush and some black paint and just paint their face and shit, put her in blackface. Okay? It's ideological blackface, okay? Alright? Now, I'll tell the brother, the other nigga, Mr. Rain, the Taurus, you know, I wish you didn't show your face, man. You got the uncanny valley shit going on there. Okay, I hate to be crass about that. But it's not like you'll see this. Okay, you know, I don't fuck with the people that don't hold me down. Okay? I don't fuck with that shit, man. You don't fuck with me, it's all good. Okay, but I want to tell you, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You stay in your lane. You stay in them politics and this other shit that you got going on, okay? I do commentate on that every now and then. Shit, it's my right to do it as much as it's your right to make these shitty ass videos talking about something you don't fucking know nothing about. It's a shit show. Okay? It's clowning. It's trolling. They're trolling the right and they're trolling black people and shit. They know. I used to work for a straight up racist and shit. And this motherfucker didn't make no bones about it after a while and shit because he figured out I was smarter than I looked and shit. It had the Planet of the Apes effect and shit. You know, when he realized the ape knew how to talk and understood everything they said before they got fucked up. The motherfucker had me, I was sitting in front of him and he said, I know you want respect and you want us to have a plan for you and everything. I know what you want, but he didn't say nothing else. Okay? And I gotta call you guys to the carpet and shit. This my shit. Okay? This is my shit. I studied for the shit. You know, I went educating myself on the shit. Okay, I do the shit, okay? I can't come out my door no further than shit, okay? Yeah, it's because she's black. I don't want to see Halle Berry playing the Little Mermaid and shit. I would like to see Halle Berry playing a true original character or a character from one of these millions and millions of stories out there. There's so much beautiful shit. You know, what comes to mind is a story called the Bog Beast. That's an African fairy tale. You know, it's kind of like you know, the prince with the iron mask on shit. It's like that. This in the story, the princess is turned into a bog beast and to run out of her kingdom by evil people. It's like a African Cinderella. They could have done that with Haley or somebody else, an actual black looking woman. Okay? But you guys, y'all happy y'all get y'all hand-me-downs and shit. Oh look, they gave me some used shoes. I can still smell the white person's foot in it. Okay? But we should be happy about that. We should get behind this shit and with our spears out and shit. Right? Now I hate to come out like this, man, but I just get, I'm fucking tired of it. I live in an era, we live in an Orwellian era where they're trying to police every part of your fucking life and shit while dumbing down the masses. Dumbing down. Even entertainment. They can't make a decent movie. Okay, if they were about their shit, I wouldn't be having this conversation right now. Okay? I wouldn't be having this conversation. So I'm left to think like, either they're that fucking incompetent or they just stopped caring and shit. No matter what you guys bitching about and shit, we already know the opposition's opinion of us, okay, in wholesale. And you making a fucking commentary talking about it's because she's black and that other shit you was talking about too and shit, with the black chick from Star Wars. It's just laughable. Okay, it's laughable. It's like, hey, I'm gonna do one thing and shit, but I'm gonna come over here, I wanna buck dance, over here, but then I'm serious. I'm like, man, come on. Come on, man. This is my shit, okay? Let me have this, okay? Alright, stay off of this shit. Okay, I don't want to see Halle Berry playing the Little Mermaid, okay? I don't care about people looking at that shit and crying and shit. Because they want, the people that made this fucking movie, they're in the red. Okay, their studio's in the red because after they made Avengers Endgame, they thought that they had a license to print money and shit, and they just got ignorant with it and shit. I know the characteristics of the minority majority and shit. They get a little taste of something, they just go overboard with it and shit. So they thought they had a license to print money. They fucked up their revenue and shit. Now the company's in the red, the stock dropped and shit. And you know how they want to do? They want to go to they know a sure thing, a sure dupe when they see one. It's the black community. They'll fill the coffers right back up. Okay, the movie industry almost tanked right in the beginning of the 70s, and blaxploitation brought it back to life. Okay, I know you maybe have talked about that in the past, but get a clue. Get a fucking clue. All right, now I want to trip on Professor Black Truth anymore and shit. And I almost dropped a video when I heard him make this video. He was kissing black women's asses. He was kissing their asses. It was one of those things where he denied there was a gender war. He was kissing their asses. It's just jarring to hear him say that, his preference of a woman. He's like, I like the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. I was like, what the fuck? And I almost dropped on that shit. I wanted to be responsible and shit. And so I didn't put the shit out, but I was being irresponsible. And I want to apologize to my listeners for, taking a step back. I can't do that. Even if I lose my platform. Okay, I can't do that. For too many years, the black people, the black community have been sitting around eating a turd on a paper plate and shit. And they told you it was a filet mignon that was fine china. Okay? I'm telling you right now, this reboot of the Little Mermaid and the black female Sith Lord, they just took a Darth Vader suit and didn't put no hat on it and had the sister with her head out with dookie braids. And these niggas talking about that's some cool shit. And these the same kind of motherfuckers sit up and watch shit like Power, all this Tyler Perry crap, and some of these shitty ass, fucked off movies and shit with no quality, no decent script, no nothing. It's the same shit all the time. Criminal shit. I was about some fucking drugs, some gangbangers, niggas hiding in the alley, just fucked up shit that nobody will give a fuck about. They'll never show anything new. But you are expert on this shit. What the fuck? What the fuck, man? You know how I get down, right? Everybody know how I get down here to my fucking voice. Be selfish and shit. Okay? And I'm not gonna take a step back no more. Alright, I'll never do that again. I'm sorry, my people. I'm sorry, my listeners, okay? I apologize to you guys. Okay. That being said, you know the deal. SYSBM equals save yourself, black man and shit.